Hello, my name is Ben Leibovich. This video comes to you as part of my financial literacy and real estate investment blog, Just Ask Ben Why, where we teach you how to plan for and to take action to achieve financial freedom. My mission? To help you learn how you can use real estate to achieve your financial goals. Today, I'd like to discuss the first great advantage of real estate as an investment vehicle, which is cash flow. In my early 20s, when I analyzed the available to me investment opportunities, I quickly realized that the biggest problem in my life that I was trying to solve was more income. I wasn't able to generate enough savings not because my expenses were too high, but because my income was simply too low. And I didn't see how career-wise, earned income, how I could do much, much better. So I realized that I needed to look at investment opportunities that provide for income. Well, what are those opportunities? You could buy dividend stocks. You could buy maybe annuities. But that's about it. You could start a business, and if you have the skill set and the knowledge base to do that, guys, I encourage you, by all means, go ahead and start a business. Be prepared. Most fail. It's very, very difficult. It is the best cash flow opportunity as far as the best asset you can own that generates cash flow for you, but it's very, very difficult. As far as things that you can buy, real estate happens to be probably the chief exponent, the chief opportunity, the best opportunity, if not one of the few, if not the only one. Okay? Here's how this works. Let's say we decide to buy dividend stocks. Let's say we have $100,000. We buy dividend stocks, throw off 5% annual dividend. We've just created $5,000 of annual income. That's good on the surface of it. Here's the bad part. A, you can't do any better than $5,000 because the dividend only pays 5%, and there's nothing more that you can do with this asset to increase the amount of income. Okay? That's one thing. Two, and this is the bigger problem, is that in order to buy $100,000 of stock, you have to have $100,000 to spend. Not so in real estate. I can buy a house for $100,000 with only $10,000 of my own money. Or maybe even $5,000 of my own money. Or maybe even no money of my own whatsoever. This can be done. This is done every day. Okay? So now, I know I'm getting into another subheading here, leverage. And now is not the time to discuss leverage, but just the point I'm trying to make is that in the limited kind of sphere of investment opportunities that create income, which is what I was looking for, real estate happens to be probably number one opportunity. Okay? And here's how this works. Rent comes in. Let's call it $900 a month of rent. Comes in. It's the tenants in your house. You have this house, $900 a month of rent. Well, most of it goes out as expenses. And, of course, you know, if you have a mortgage, property taxes, fire insurance, upkeep, vacancy factor, lawn care, whatever those expenses may be, $700 goes out. But guess what? $200 settles with you. This is your cash flow. This is kind of your dividend from this business, the stock that you bought. This is your cash flow from the business you bought. I call real estate business in a box. Each new piece of real estate we buy is kind of a business entity, business system, all on its own. $200 a month. Now, guys, I know $200 a month is not something you're going to write home about, but it's $2,400 a year. And the only question becomes, how many of these houses like this do you need in order for this number to constitute a significant enough number to make a difference in your life? I have my number. You have to decide your number. Is it 10 houses? $2,000 a month? $24,000 a year of cash flow? Is it 100 houses? What is it? But the point, the idea is very simple. Once you understand that you can create income to you in the form of cash flow in the real estate investment world, then the only question is, how many of those investments do you need to have? And the second question is, how do you acquire them? You have to be educated about how to finance these. This is what Just Ask Ben Why is about. It's very accessible to a lot of people out there to just go and put down 20, 25%, which on a $100,000 property is going to be $20,000 or $25,000. The only problem is, what happens if you don't have $25,000? What happens if you're like I was and you're just starting out, and the very reason you are looking to do this is because you want to have the $25,000 in the bank, but you don't yet? If you're in this boat, you need to pay attention to www.JustAskBenWhy.com. This is what this is all about. I don't need to teach you how to go and hand $25,000 over to the bank and take a mortgage out for $75,000 to buy this property. What I do need to teach you is that if you don't have $25,000, you've still got options. Real estate is one of the best investment vehicles because it provides for income. That's number one on our list. Key advantages of real estate. My name is Ben Leibovich. This video comes to you as part of my financial literacy and real estate investment blog, www.JustAskBenWhy.com. You can link up with me on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook at /JustAskBen. I thank you for listening. I hope this was entertaining and educational. I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.